Good morning, everyone. We are back here at TANGLIN Club, Lombos Green, and this morning we'll be featuring the semi-finals of the girls pairs. I believe that we already have an earlier session, and that was the men's quarterfinals. That was really exciting match. But this time around, we're just switching to a bit of youthfulness, right? Ganesh?
That's right. Hi, good morning, everyone. This morning, Edmund and I will be our co-commentators. As what Edmund said, this is the semi-finals match between Hong Kong and Singapore B.
So, the unique part of this particular one of the special case of this competition is that our competition is in two venues. So bear with me while sometimes I'll be updating the scores from Kallang as soon as the information starts flowing in, right? We do have a team at Kallang, but of course they are also running about, so just bear with us. And also, I believe that the semi-finalists for Kallang, for the ladies that they are playing there, are not confirmed yet. So I will, once the information is confirmed and the scores are confirmed, I will announce it here on live stream as well. But this particular match, we are featuring Hong Kong, where the pair of girls that have done really well so far, versus the Singapore B team. And
That's right. The Singapore team actually started off the game, and this is Michaela, 12-year-old Michaela, playing her third bowl at the first end. That's a pretty good shot. So that's the Hong Kong lead player playing her third shot. Oh, that's a pretty good shot. So at the moment, from here, it seems like Hong Kong is holding two shots. There's a nice draw just behind the jack. So that's Gil, 16-year-old Gil, playing skip for the Singapore B team. Drawing in nicely, just coming in, but just a bit short. That's good position. So just to update you, the other semi-finals in this girls' competition is between the Singapore A team and the Malaysians.
okay, sorry, I'm back. Just as the competition sort of administrator, I'm just informing Kallang where the draw, who the matchup will be at the ladies' side. And I believe that we already have a results from Kallang side. The scores are still to be confirmed, but we do have confirmed winners. So at Kallang, the first semi-finals is SCC, Marilyn, Josephine, and Philo. Two of them, right? Will play against Janice and Eileen from Singapore B team. Also at Kallang, a bit of a recovery there from the New Zealand team because they went down and out in the first set and then fought back very strongly in the second set to win the tiebreak as well. Leanne Poulsen and Robin Walker versus the Singapore A team of Serena Tiong and Mei Li. So we'll get someone at Kallang to update the live score. And we'll try to update you as possible. If you don't hear anything from Kallang, right, about the results from Kallang means nothing happened. Nobody is updating the score. So it is what it is. We'll try on a best effort basis to update you guys.
That's right. In the meantime, there was a pretty good shot from Gail that has come in. I think that's the second bowl. Hong Kong is still holding one for now. Okay, 1-2 Hong Kong at the first end.
A competitive start to the game.
Right. Pretty good shots generally.
Also, just for everybody's information, the Malaysia girls team is playing against Singapore A team over at ring 3. We'll bring you the scores as they flip the board. We can see the scores fairly clearly. Looks like Malaysia has won the first end. Also happening are the men's semi-finals. Hong Kong versus Malaysia. That will be quite a match. And New Zealand versus the ends format winner, Philippines. So we do have a big crowd today, right?
That's right.
Ganesh, more than usual. Probably because it's a Saturday morning as well. So
that's true.
People don't have to take leave from work.
Yep. It's also because now today is the big day, the last day of the competition, and it's the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals. We're done with the quarterfinals. Semi-finals are going on, and the finals are coming up shortly. So while the players start off the second end, so Edmund, maybe you can quickly share with us your experience over the past 5 to 6 days here at Tanglin.
Yeah, I can use one word to describe: tired. I'm tired. I mean, as part of the administrator for the entire competition, I think my name has been called more frequently than others. It's fair to say during these 5 days, but I'm still coping. So I think we will try to end off with a bang today, and we will also have a closing ceremony tonight with the players, the umpires, and some of the officials from all over the world. So I'll look to enjoy this evening.
Okay, Hong Kong is holding one, and Michaela playing a second bowl. So maybe you can tell us which is the best game that you've seen this week so far here.
Yeah. So the best game, fortunately we got it live stream. So New Zealand's Sheldon and Keanu against Hong Kong's I think Jason and Lyndon. Yeah. So they played a really good match. Roger and I were commentating. They really thought they will run out of chalk because it's just continuous toucher each bowl. So hopefully either this match or the finals that we'll be featuring, the men's finals that we will be featuring at 2 p.m. Singapore time will better that. But it's really hard to top that match.
Right. Actually, I witnessed a fantastic game this morning between the quarterfinals game between India and the Philippines. It was really good. A very close game, and the Philippines won the tiebreak.
Yeah, Elmo is a pretty dynamic player, right?
That's right. Yeah. And he's training his nephew, James, who's just 18 years old, but he's already got 3 years of playing experience, and they've already won the ends event. And they're now in the semi-final of the sets event.
So keeping it tight. Michaela drawing in the second bowl, so giving Gale a bit of support. I believe the Hong Kong lead is Audrey Lai, and the Hong Kong skip is Abby Chan. So if that is right,
there's a good ball from Gale.
right, looks like
From
she's
the
holding.
Claps, yeah, it looks like.
Let's see. Oh, it's a measure.
Yep, no, probably one up.
I'll try to get Hong Kong officials to confirm the names of the girls players. So apologies for that. Sorry, I've been running about, so haven't got time to find that out.
Okay, last ball from Hong Kong has gone a bit heavy. Sorry, that was a second ball. This is Gale's second ball. It's gone a bit narrow, so it's gone to the side. Last ball from the Hong Kong team is coming up.
All right, folks. Tana, I'm right.
Oh, it's short. I'm not sure if it was planned blocker or.
Abby is the skip, and Audrey is the lead for the Hong Kong girls. It's a measure. Gil just asking the situation. Behind there, Team Singapore coach Lo Hui Shan. Just a mention. I have to mention her because she's my wife. If not, I have no idea where I'll sleep tonight.
Okay, Gale's ball is coming in nicely. Will it go in?
Just slightly weighted.
No, slightly off.
And time for measure. In the sets format, anything can happen, right? We saw the previous live stream match, Philippines having a very competitive start, won the first set 6-5,
Correct,
like that,
6-5.
and then got absolutely
The Indian team
pushed
really
aside,
played well.
right?
Yeah.
Pushed aside in the second set. They opted not to play.
In fact, Philippines opted not to continue because India was leading 10-1 at fifth end, I think.
So mathematically, they could have carried on. They went to the umpire, asked for an agreement to just go straight into a tie break.
That's right.
Save us a bit of time. And Philippines won the tie break.
That's right.
So
and even then, it was very close.
Yeah.
Because India was holding the shot until the second ball from Elmer came in. And a very high quality game.
And Elmer didn't have to play his last ball, right?
That's right.
So
okay, now we are at the start of the third end.
looking good. A very good first ball there. And a resting toucher.
Toucher from Michaela.
That's the Singapore girl wonder. She's Michaela is only 11 years old. I think we have mentioned this a couple of times during live stream. She's taking her major exams in a few weeks' time, so very good support from her parents. We have to thank her parents for letting her play amongst her studies.
Right.
And look at that. Look at Audrey.
Right,
good matching second and falling the right side as well. So very advantageous right now. Any disturbance to the bowls, the jack may just spring towards the Hong Kong bowl. Yep. Just falling slightly short around the mat. Audrey concentrating, knowing the importance of every bowl, and opting to switch hands as well.
Slightly narrow
and Singapore team opting not to change the hand, trying to put a back bowl. That's a smart move.
She seems to have gone a bit narrow.
But as long as she falls over to that side of the green, that's where the jack is likely to spring to. So depending on how big the contact is, with the quality that we have seen so far, it's likely that there will be disturbance to hit like that. Here she comes slightly more aggressive, but she's just swinging across.
Meanwhile, after 2 ends, Malaysia is leading 6-0 in the other semi-final against Singapore A team.
A strong start there by the Malaysians.
Actually, the score is not updated. I'm not entirely sure.
It looks like a full house, right, from the first end.
Yeah.
6-0 after one end play. Malaysia off to a flyer or Singapore off to a stinker? Probably a bit of both.
So now the skips have gone up to bowl. Gale's first bowl.
We will look to play slightly narrower with a bit of weight so that she can sit on the... Yep,
okay.
Great bowl. This is a better position than the previous Michaela's bowl because it was exposed, right? Special thanks to Hanafi for updating the scores over at Kallang for the ladies quarterfinals. I've announced the winners, but not really the scores yet. I will tell you soon. Hanafi, just give me a moment.
Okay. Singapore still holding, I think, 1, if not 2, maybe measure for 2. I'm not sure from this angle. This is going to be Gale's second bowl. She's now coming forehand. Slightly short. Okay. Well, it's 1-1 in this semi-final match. It's 7-0 to Malaysia in the second semi-final match after 3 ends.
Is it a time for Singapore A team to look towards the second set already? I personally wouldn't do that because against the might of Malaysia, there's no guarantees of results. It's likely that they will power on the pressure.
No, but looking at the first game, like the one which I commentated, like the first game, the Philippines and India, it was a very close game, and the second game, the second set, the Indians really pulled away. So you can't say for sure. The scores are just an indication, but things can turn around. Oops! Final ball from. Oh!
What a ball! What a ball!
Right. Oh, final ball from Hong Kong girl came in, and Hong Kong takes one. So that's 2-1 after 3 ends.
Relatively good quality there. Right, couple of touches. Singapore had 2 touches, and yet did not win the end.
That's right.
That's the level of quality. I mean, Gill's Bowls was visible there for the Hong Kong team. Skip Abby to sit on, and that's what she duly obliged.
Looks like she's playing a long end.
Perfect jack.
It's a nice windy morning here so far at the Tanglin Club. The men's semi-final games, the scoreboards are a little bit too far for us to see, but can't tell for sure. Anyway, back to this game. It's 2-1 to Hong Kong. Start of the 4th end of the first set.
So the Singapore A team is 7-0 down after 3 ends played. So I think it's safe to say that they didn't give a full house at the first set.
That's right.
The first end.
Yep.
Michaela just drawing to the back. Good position, but looks likely 1 down. The leads has been playing well.
That's right. In fact, all 4 have been playing quite well. Fairly consistent. Shows their quality. Do you have any idea how old the Hong Kong girls are?
No, but very, very young. very, 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 very young.
Similar age to our girls, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's remember that this is the 6th day of the competition. The girls and the boys and the men and the ladies have all played a lot of matches, and they have acclimatized to the greens at both sides. The challenge is that you switch location almost every other day. So that is the challenge of adaptation. The speeds of the 2 greens, Kallang Lombos Green and Tanglin Club Lombos Green, are slightly different. Tanglin Club is slightly faster, so the challenge for them is to adapt. Interestingly, all the girls team played at Tanglin yesterday, so there's no adaptation required in terms of the green speed. So you can see that after they started off with good quality.
Right. Michaela's third ball coming in. There's a place where Gail can promote if possible.
Sunny, the Hong Kong coach, giving some instructions.
Hong Kong seems to be leading by 2 shots so far. The skips are going up.
First set up for grabs. Ultimately, very important.
Hong Kong skips bowl is coming in. Line seems to be pretty good. And in fact, it is there, just in front.
Still 2. Clear path there for Gale to see. And apart from the weight, it looks a pretty good line, I reckon. You can see that you ultimately swing.
Yep, okay, it's still a live ball.
So she has to reach, right? So that sort of weight may just be the right one. But she's got to go just ever slightly narrower. As you all know, when long balls, the small adjustment you think that you took, end up the results is pretty much different, right?
That's right. There's a bit
Maybe
of a short
drawing a
ball
short
from
one.
Hong Kong. Gale's second ball. Line seems to be better.
Yep. But she's lost her weight. She's lost
just a bit short.
significant amount of weight. 1 meter short. Hong Kong still 2. These two teams met during the group stages. Hong Kong team won 6-4, 6-4. Yes, Singapore B team finished third in the group, and the Hong Kong team finished second in the group. Of course, also with a relatively big short points difference. The top 2 really ran away with it, Malaysia and Hong Kong.
Your third ball is looking better, but no, I think it's still slightly wide and heavy.
Struggles with weight control.
Is it 2 to Hong Kong? It is.
And 4-1 after 4 ends. Still early days, I would hope.
Right, end of 4 sets. 4-1 to Hong Kong. Well, I was talking to William earlier in the first game. I mean, we were talking that I think it's important to pile in the sets event. It's important to try and pile up the scores as fast as possible or as early as possible, because so that's to get a healthy lead and also put pressure on your opponent. You agree?
So Ganesh, is 3 a healthy lead?
Well, if they play consistently like this,
Yeah.
but it's been pretty close so far. 1 shot each, and that last end was 2. So
If the quality of the Hong Kong team is unlikely, I don't really see them giving away too many multiples. So it's already a small mountain to climb for the Singapore team.
yes, it's important for Singapore team to match the Hong Kong team, or of course to try and play better so as to get
Michaela's bowl looks slightly narrow, approximately 1.5 meters short. And Audrey.
Over at the other semi-final, the Malaysian team is leading 8-0 after 4 ends.
Audrey has gone narrow as well. This looks very narrow. But because she has the better weight, they are 2 up. But very, very open. Michaela has gone narrow again. Did not seem to have improved on her weight. Maybe just ever slightly. And both lying narrow and short. Could well be the skips game here.
That's right. Actually, Hong Kong is holding 2 for now, so they're in a good position. Last ball from the Hong Kong lead is coming up, and it's also in the count.
Yeah, better weight, but I think all players are finding it difficult to find the right line. Over at the green on the where the bank is. Michaela definitely has taken a wider line here. But the weight just going slightly heavy. And here we go, the skips game.
Well, Singapore has a back bowl, so we'll now see what Gale will do, and we'll also see what the Hong Kong skip will do.
The Singapore A team has broken the egg, 8-1, it says on the scoreboard. AB with a much better line. As she delivered, you could see that she's gone
just slightly short.
Yeah, she's gone wider. There's actually, you see the white dots on the green. For if you're doing a normal draw shots, depending on the distance, right? Usually the longer distance that they are playing right now, it should typically cross the white dots and come back. If your balls do not really cross the white dots, it's likely to swing across. So this is, you see, this is exactly what Gale's balls are doing, swinging across. Despite playing it slightly heavy, it did not really cross past the white dots.
Right.
Yep.
Looks to be a better ball from the Hong Kong skip.
And the Singapore B team in all sorts of trouble, but very open hit, right?
4, possibly from here, from this angle.
Very, very open hit.
Gale cut back her weight by quite a bit.
Yeah, joining the pack that Michaela has built. So 3 or 4 for the Hong Kongers. They will look to draw one really close one just to solidify their position. And that's a good line. As you can see, it crosses the white and just turning back in.
Okay.
And even that bowl is nearly 1 match short. So opportunity it's still present for Gil to draw a perfect shot to turn the situation around. Gil definitely has put on more weight here, and it looks rather interesting.
Whoa, that is a super shot there.
And that's it. Semi-heartbreak for the Hong Kong team, given that they were 5 up. But
Right.
I don't think they care. They'll just go to the next end and do the same, power on the pressure.
That's right.
You know, if you're a team under pressure like Singapore B right now, it sometimes the pressure will get onto you, and you will not get off that easily every time, right?
That's right. But not to forget, these girls have been trained by you, and you are the master at handling pressure.
I wouldn't really claim that title. I've buckled under pressure many times. Gone back home to regret about it.
Well, it has never shown while you are playing on the green, so that's, I think, important to not show it, just to keep cool.
You haven't seen the patches of no hair on my head when I went home to tear everything off.
Okay, the good start for Michaela.
That's,
slightly behind, but that's okay.
Yeah, we in Singapore training we call it the D1 position. D1 position, which is
Right.
around a mat radius from behind the jack. Right. We call it D1, and we like it because if the jack is trailed, likely we will still be in a strong position to
That's right.
capture it.
So I guess this is another D1.
Yeah, this is a D1.
Yeah.
So Hong Kong team saying that you can do it, I can do it better. Mikala just going slightly narrow there, lost her line. Adjusted her weight, right? But lost her line.
That's right.
What a waste. Audrey playing the swing hand, where her bows have
She seems to have taken a bit more
texture.
green. Yep, coming in better.
yeah, and like I said, this side is the swinging side, so
Right.
it will swing in. Michaela, the left-hander. Great delivery.
Okay, she's coming in. The bowls is coming in. And slightly heavy, but still, well, good. D1
There's
position.
Some catches there for Gil. But no doubt, Singapore team is again under pressure from the consistent bowling of the Hong Kong lead.
That's right. This is in fact the 6th end.
Maybe just going trying to cover the back possibly. Going slightly wide. Set on Michaela's balls.
Singapore really needs to get a couple of shots in this end to stay in the game. Otherwise, the lead will just.
Message to
broaden.
Gil would be to reach, right?
Right.
To reach. So the position balls are there. Don't have to really ditch the balls or play something extremely narrow, wayward. But somehow of a passive aggressive nature will do.
Gale's first ball is coming in and seems to be. That's a good ball.
Just
Touch,
slicing the
but
jack.
It's gone just a bit.
Just slicing the jack. and looks like it's 2. So just swinging across slightly. From Gil's perspective, it's unlikely that she needs to change much from her first bowl.
Right.
Maybe perhaps taking just slightly wider, but again, sometimes the human error in the weight will just help you correct.
Oh.
So not a good slice there from the Hong Kong.
Hong Kong
Not-
skips bowl, touched
yeah.
the jack, and
It now
brought it
makes it
closer to the Singapore bowl, but they're still Hong Kong is still holding
Yeah.
one for now.
makes it visually easier for Gil with a sitting bowl available. So as long as her bowls get somewhere in between the purple and the jack, the purple bowl and the jack,
Right, actually.
she's gone a bit heavy. She's
The 3-second bowls now.
3-second bowls. Sunny just intervening, asking AB to change hands. I think will come in a way that maybe playing it a bit short to block Gale from having any opportunity, or just simply draw in because they could.
Okay.
Yeah, the game plan is easy from Singapore's perspective, right?
That's right.
Opportunity at the back, 4 bowls. As long as you just have a slight nudge of the jack, could go from 1 down to 4 up.
Looking good. Oh, slightly narrow.
It's
but,
gone narrow.
Oh,
Oh,
couple of wicks, but still.
so
Skip as the last bowl.
Abby with her last bowl must be a bit careful here. We have seen accidents happen before.
That's right.
Especially the ladies finals for the ends discipline was something that is still very fresh in our minds. The absolute heartbreak. I was commentating that game, and when it happened, I was speechless for a few moments. I didn't know how to react. Usually I'll go like, yeah, whoever is the champion, but that was really a bit of a downer the way that it happened. Good weight there. And very safe.
Okay, looks like 1 to Hong Kong.
With
All right, after 6
one
ends,
end
it
to
is
play.
5-2 to Hong Kong
1 end to play.
of the first set.
So 6-2. Malaysia versus Singapore for the girls semi-finals. They have gone into their second set. I think they did not need to play at least one set, at least one end from the first set, because the score was not catchable. And the Malaysians have taken the first end of the second set, carrying on to dominate the Singapore girls. So 5-2. 6
Coming in
ends.
nicely.
3 to draw for the Singapore team. You see, her balls have gone
Right.
past the white dots.
Coming in nicely.
Right.
It is just
Past the
short.
white dots,
Okay.
just slightly short. 1 mat. Michaela is slowly finding her line. So it will be important for the rest of the match.
Okay, she's put a second ball behind.
Now this has gone a bit narrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Has improved her weight, but dropped her line. This ball is tracking very nicely, ever so nicely. Unfortunately, just blocked by the earlier ball. If not, you have swing in nicely and head towards the jack.
This seems to
Way
be
better line there. Have she maintained her weight?
Inside
Is the biggest question.
That's a nice one.
And well bowled, toucher.
She got it at her third try.
Yeah, and Gil's given Michaela the opportunity to mark her own bowl. Three they need. One is not enough. So Gil will still have to be on her toes. Audrey going, AB going slightly wide. Gail must remember that her balls must go past the white dots in order for it not to swing across. And it does. And it does.
Oh.
And just resting on the back wood. Oh, that's a close one. That's a close one. It always look slightly narrow from the way that she delivered once it left her hand, but it somehow hung out for some time before finally swinging across.
Would this ball promote the red ball, or would it just come in and sit there? Looks good, actually. Maybe two.
Could be two, but two is not enough.
That's right. But Gail still has another ball.
And of course, we are writing off Abby's balls, right? That's not really the the smart thing to do. A bit of a wind. There's a bit of a wind, and Abby's bows were short. After she delivered, there was a bit of a draft and an opportunity for the Singapore team to get a draw out of this.
It looks to be good. Looks nice. Oh, it's a bit
It's
short.
short. So opportunity lost and inconsequential. And Hong Kong has won the first set.
By 5-4. Well, that's
5-4.
pretty close.
Yeah, close. Close. Positive. A bit of positive to be taken away by the Singapore team.
Right. At least they kept it close.
And with Gill having the last bowl, playing approximately a meter short. Not exactly the end of the world, right? Because she did try and she's got the perfect line.
That's right.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
So we are on to the second set. Having won the first set, Hong Kong starts the second set.
Just do a bit of homework for me now to update the live scores.
Over at the other semi-final, Malaysia is leading 3-2 after 2 ends. Hong Kong lead is slightly heavy, but it's still in a good position. Kela's first bowl is a toucher. That's nice. Right, and it's coming in nicely. Wow, good. Nice. That's right. It's coming in, and will it have what that's exactly what you mentioned. But it's still open over there, so there's room to draw in. Oh,
Slicing the jack yet
yeah.
again.
Closer to the Hong Kong bull.
So apparently my mic was off for a long time until someone just spotted it. So whatever that I said for the last 5 minutes did not happen.
Really?
Yeah. So it was Ganesh talking to himself just now. Gil asking for a bit of advice. I think not much of an advice needed from her coach Hui Shan there. Right, it's a simple draw. First end of the second set.
Gail is communicating with Michaela as to what she should do.
Michaela
What's
is
the best
encouraging her to draw, right? Which is really the right shot to play, in my opinion.
Oh,
And I must say a bit of luck there, but that cut down.
that's right.
And right now, Gil will be interested from the other hand, looking at the white bowl, the white holding bowl, to play a bit of an aggressive shot to try to sit out the white bowl.
We'll see what the Hong Kong skip does, so that it'll give an idea of what Gail can do after that.
Just
That's
covering
a
the back. That's
pretty
a
good
great ball.
Position.
That's a great ball. Michaela asking Gil to draw again. Has she taken a wider line?
Seems narrow.
If not, it will just be the same result. Almost.
Lots of claps going around.
So
from
one
the
for
spectators. I'm not
Hong
sure
Kong off to a
which
great start.
end they're clapping for, but well, Hong Kong has got one here at the start of the second set.
Malaysia leading Singapore 6-2. Over at the other side. For the men's. It seems like Hong Kong has gotten the first set against Malaysia. But Malaysia is in the lead for the second set after 2 ends played, 1-2. And anything further, I can't see. Looks a 3/4 length. Now that this ball has gone past the white dot and not to a point of no return. That's too wide from Audrey. Good weight though.
That looks to be a
You
good
always
ball from
say-
Michaela.
Looks good, and indeed it's good. Indeed it's good. So I have some live scores coming in from Kallang for the ladies team. Ladies pairs. Let me see, is this the ladies pairs? Yes. New Zealand 6, Singapore 3.
Slightly short there. Second ball from the Hong Kong girl.
New Zealand 6, Singapore 3 after 5 ends. SCC 8, Singapore B team 0 after 6 ends. Under 25, Hong Kong 3, Singapore 5 after 6 ends. And Malaysia 5, India 2. No, to India. So India 5, Malaysia 2 after 5 ends. That's coming from Brad, who is our correspondent there at Kallang. So Brad is over at Kallang supporting his wife Robin Walker, who is now leading the Singapore A team 6-3 after 5 ends. Again, Brad and myself at the opposite sides of supporting the teams. Alright, Michaela drawing one to the back, covering the back.
She's got two balls there in the count now.
Yes. So, by the way, I have my son, who is Singapore's youngest bowler beside me. He's 7 turning 8. Correct or not?
Yeah, I'm Ding Xingyu.
Do you like to play long bowls?
Yes,
Do you want to be a champion next time?
yes.
Okay, that's all. If I go any further, his head will grow even bigger and explode. So he joins our academy every Saturday 9 to 12. So any folks living in Singapore hearing this, right? We hold our academy every Saturday 9 to 12 unless there are national competitions going on. Gail and Michaela joins us on a regular basis, and for the past year has gone leaps and bounds, winning various national medals, national competition medals. So we are proud of them, and we are happy with the work that we have done so far. In fact, Mr. Roger Kimpton's grandson joins me as well. So, yeah. So Roger has given me the trust of handling his family members. I hope to repay that faith.
Okay, the ball went just narrow, and Singapore still holding 2 now.
Opportunity for Singapore team to get into a lead.
Should be. But if Gail still has 2 balls.
And has to go out. It's gone a bit heavy.
And
Looks a bit heavy. And covering the back. Good position.
that's a good line, yeah.
Yeah, 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
It's around Gail's height behind. Gail's height.
Hong Kong skips third ball is coming in, and it is a bit short as well.
As you can see, it did not get anywhere close to the white dots.
Right.
And that's why. And that is
Okay,
why.
so now Gail has an opportunity to
To make it
lengthen
3.
the lead.
Yeah, make it 3.
Holding 2.
Not do
Can
anything
she make it 3? She
controversial.
went, probably has gone a bit too wide. But it's coming in now. Let's see what happens. Will it add? Probably not.
Yeah. She tried to adjust. She
Okay.
tried to adjust. Has gone heavy for the first 2 balls. Quite a natural human instinct to over adjust, overcompensated.
Two 1 to Singapore after 2 ends on the second set.
So if this game goes into a tie break, interesting for everybody to know, just an explanation of all your info type of thing is that you will have to toss for the tie break. You can't decide. You cannot really decide. Maybe the winner of the last set gets the jack or whatsoever, right? It has to be tossed. And the winner of the toss can decide whether they want to start playing the tiebreak or not, or rolling the jack. So, many school of thoughts. A lot of people prefers the last bowl. For me, I don't prefer the last bowl. I would just like to get there first. And it really depends on your skill set, right? If you have a good sort of first bowl percentage, definitely you should try to roll the jack and play the first bowl.
That's right.
But if you're the kind of person that's more visual or relies a lot on correction, that's where your last bowl is sort of like your main weapon. Then you can of course give away the mat, and hopefully your opponent don't play a length that you're least comfortable with.
Right.
Bit of momentum shift here, but it's still a very close match. Just bear in mind that the first set only ended 1 shot difference, right?
That's right.
And
that's a good shot from Michaela. First ball.
That's Michaela's second ball. First ball, she went narrow.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, after the 2 first wayward balls from both the leads, they have
one
revert
has
to norm
on either side of the jack.
revert to norm.
They're almost in exact distance away from the jack on either side. And this is a very accurate ball. Is it closer to her second ball, or did it bring closer to the Hong Kong girls' ball?
Nice sitting ball there for Hong Kong. Right, it's very, very, very visible. And that is going to swing across. She does not have the necessary weight. Some replays to be seen for Michaela's bowl, a proud moment for me. Yeah, 1 D1 and 1 toucher, going 2 up. Michaela just showing the line or the place that she would like Gail's bowls to end. She's gone a bit heavy.
Oops.
Not much of a harm, and possibly still 2 up. And I would say a much better position for Michaela's balls right now.
That's right. At least there's one behind the jack, so that if the jack moves, a ball is there to be in a good position to capture it.
And not only that, it eliminates a wing bowl and for the Hong Kong team to sit on. Oh, that looks perfect. That looks perfect. What a great draw.
Yep.
Gil essentially just needs to do exactly the same.
That's right.
Playing her forehand, plays exactly the same as her first shot. It will sit out the Abby's bowls and perhaps move the jack slightly. She's gone narrow.
Seems to have gone slightly narrow.
And with a bit of a lucky break. She's now holding short. Gail must, the next bowl, with regards to depending on what happened in this bowl, must look to go wider, because if she goes with the same sort of line, there's a chance of promoting Abby's bowls, of which Abby tried to do so anyway. Michaela looks a bit confused, but yes, that's the hand to play. And a draw weight. At the background, you see Aini there, Aini Knight, just walking across, holding our sponsored drinks, Poca, sparkling water.
This is a bit narrow, but will it get through? Oh. Well, it has in a way blocked the Hong Kong girls' backhand.
Yeah. So when the girls cross over, I will have to remind Michaela not to block the head. Yeah. So the etiquette of the game says, this is essentially not your head. What she should do is stand a bit further. The fact of the matter is also that Gail has no more bowls.
There's some strategy talk from the Hong Kong coach.
But
I suppose they are allowed to have the coach advice from the coach, but only when they have the mat. But at the same time, it should not unduly take too long. Although this match doesn't have a time limit, right?
Yeah, I think why they are taking such a long discussion is because AB's bowl is one in the pack of 3 or 4 of the Singapore bowls. So while they would like to win this end, there's an element of danger if accidentally they take out their own bowls. They could be 4 down and
That's
the
right.
set may well be settled. As you can see there, Abby's bowls 1 in 4.
There are at least 3 seconds.
So lots to think about. Also, Hong Kong has the last bowl, so technically there's no sort of big objections from the Singapore team that they are taking too long. There's no time limit to a match. the only issue about taking too long is, let's say your opponent has the last bowl, still have one more bowl to play, and if you are discussing it for too long, the opponent having played a good second bowl, right, may have lost the memory or that feel for the last bowl, and it affects the momentum of the opponents.
Right.
And that's a big no-no in long bowls. But in this case, no issue. Hong Kong has the last bowl. They can take as long as they like. At least in my opinion, right?
Right. Thanks for the explanation.
Forehand it comes. That's the hand to play. And it's just swinging across. No impact, no danger. I'm sure Sunny during the coaching session told her to take slightly wider, not go too narrow. Umpire is caught.
Yep.
So some work for our umpires to do. Andrew Lim, the ITO on duty, as well as John Roberts, also the Worbo's technical director. Okay, Andrew just sizing up the situation. Quite sure Michaela is Singapore is holding one, but the Singapore team is currently trying to claim the second bowl, and the two bowls are resting. So
no, I think it's a measure between the orange
the
and
first
the
first
purple.
bowl.
Yeah, but because the red is resting on the orange, they're trying to move the red.
How is the Singapore team doing against Malaysia? Currently, Malaysia is leading 8-4 on the second set. 5 ends played. And Kelvina just drew in the third shot. And it looks... three. At least from my angle. Looks like Singapore is holding 3 shots and could well narrow the gap. Mr. Andrew Lim here, testing the strength of his knees. Just looking at ring 3 again. Singapore has claimed 1 and measuring the rest. Seems like there's a jack high yellow bowl. That from my angle it looks far, but actually is way closer. So 1 for the Singapore team, and the score is 8-5 with 1 end to go. A mountain to climb. Against the quality of Malaysia, they don't really give you too much of an opportunity to take multiples, and that was a fairly good attempt there from the Singapore team.
It's a very tight measure here. Andrew's taking a while.
Singapore has won the measure. A sigh of relief from me.
Three 1 to Singapore after 3 ends.
News coming in from Kallang. New Zealand 8, Singapore 3 after 7 ends. First set done and dusted for the ladies. SCC has won the first set against Singapore B team, rather convincingly. And SCC is leading 2-0 in the second set after one end. Singapore under 25, Singapore team and India both won the first set. That is a good result from the Singapore team. With regards to the under 25, the under 25 boys have met the Hong Kong boys for a few times now, right? And the result will have to say consistent. They've won either straight sets or convincingly against us.
The start of the fourth end. Michaela's first bowl has gone quite a bit of a distance away. Her second bowl is coming in.
Narrow.
But now she's cut back too much.
So Singapore will look to maintain the momentum so far. 1-3 up in the second set. Audrey's bowls are going to swing across as I predicted, because the white dots are simply a good guide. Michaela has gone a bit heavy, and now will depend on Gail to salvage the situation. Probably a small word of apology from her, but they are a good team. There's no hard feelings after a loose end, right?
Yep.
Oh, getting a good wick there, Hong Kong. But from I think we are the head is very close to us right now, and the opportunity to draw in and to cut down is still there, right, Ganesh?
Absolutely, no other choice, because Michaela's bowls are all far apart, far away. And that's quite unlike previous end where she had 3 good shots around the head. Looks to be a bit too wide, but let's see if it comes in.
It's the swing hand, and
It's a bit short though.
Yes, it's around a mat shot and too wide. Singapore team against Malaysia currently holding 2 on the head. They need 4 to force a tie break.
Gail really has to put a shot in, otherwise all that
All their hard work, right?
Yeah,
All their hard work.
that's why. So now Hong Kong is holding 4. It's coming in. It's a little bit short.
And great bowl there. Great bowl by Abby. As
So
Singapore left it too late to salvage this particular end.
Really under pressure now. 5 shots down.
What I know about Gil is she doesn't care. She'll just play
It's
her
coming
roles.
in. It's coming in. It's coming in.
It's coming.
Yes,
It's looking,
and it's a
it's
lovely
looking
shot.
really good and has taken the shot.
Exactly. 5 down. Now 1 up.
What a bowl. The Hong Kong team looks to have no choice but to sit out Gale's bowls.
On the other hand, a shout out there was shot by the Hong Kong men's team. Hong Kong men's team are playing Malaysia in the semi-final, men's semi-final.
Kelvina and Sarah also have a discussion there, right? They need 4 to force a tiebreak. They are 2 up, and Kelvina has the last bowl to play.
Hong Kong skip's bowl is coming in. Will it do any damage?
Oh,
Would it
great
add? No, it's a
save.
big shot.
Great save there by
Okay.
Gail. It's incredible given the pressure that she's in.
4-1 after
4-1.
5 ends.
Ganesh, I don't know whether my heart can take this. Right.
2 more ends.
Yeah, and just
Okay.
for information, both Ganesh and myself, we are big Liverpool supporters.
That's right.
So the combination of watching both, developing the Singapore team, watching both, commentating, and watching Liverpool play, I think not necessarily the best treatment for our heart, right?
That definitely not.
30 over years of supporting Liverpool. We have our ups and downs.
Numerous hard
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah, even Jurgen Klopp recently can't take it and decided to call it quits, right?
Exactly. Imagine the fans for the years that we've been watching the
Yeah,
games.
I recently saw a posting on Facebook and they talk about football, right? And the posting says that my only problem is that I let the team that I support dictate my mood.
Okay, Michela's first bowl has gone, I think, slightly
This is
past your D1
Yeah.
area.
D2, we call it D2. How good was Gil's last bowl just now?
Priceless.
Absolutely priceless.
It's
Picture
really
perfect.
saved not that end and their lead, protected their lead. They have to win the second set to force a tie break. They are just 2 ends away. Michela's second bowl is coming in nicely. Does it have the... No, it's
It
short.
just slows down. She takes a little hop. And the Singapore A girls are packing up. I think they have lost the second set narrowly. First set not so. Second set narrowly. So a valiant effort by them. The preparations for London City Cup for these 2 girls have been hampered drastically by upcoming exams, and they have not been really able to train as a team for a long time leading up to a competition. There will be a review after the competition to think about the timing of the competition. Not to if you are trying to hold under 25 discipline, not to clash too much with the exams, right?
That's
Ganesh?
right. But our system is such that exams are there throughout the year. No, the problem is one is in university. So her exams are in a different
alright.
time frame
Yeah,
from
different time
the other one, which is in mainstream school.
Yeah. So Sarah is in the IB program.
IB program. Whereas Calvina is in the National University of Singapore, and her exams are
Yeah.
typically March, April.
Calvina is a future doctor, right? Going into many more years of studies.
Good to have a medical doctor playing bowls and on the team. Excuse the silence while both of us are munching our biscuits.
Thank you, Eunice, for the biscuits.
Gail's first bowl. Will it turn in? Will it come in? It's on the way, but not sufficient weight.
Yep. This is swinging across, but a good weight makes it a decent bowl.
Looks to be in the count. So there's 3 for Hong Kong for now.
But Gil has no fear. Gil has absolutely no fear. She's thrown it once, over and over again.
Okay, seems to be a better line. It's coming in. And
She sits and
Well-
cuts it down to 1.
it's either a measure or at the most is probably 1 down.
Cuts it down to 1. Are our commentators impressed? Hmm? Hong Kong, a good line there.
Coming in, coming in. Oh,
And
wow.
what a shot! What a shot! And that makes it 4 again.
That's right.
And you just have to do exactly the same. Sorry, I was choking on biscuits. Better line there.
Line
Again,
seems good.
nice, good line from Gail.
Hope her ball doesn't interfere. Okay. She's
Just sitting
hopefully cut it. Did she?
there. Might have cut down to 2. That's a good bowl as well. That's a good bowl. So they were 4 up, and now they
No,
only
from our
they were
angle
4 down.
so we think it's 4, but at the Hong Kong lead
No,
said
she indicated 2.
2. That's right.
Yeah, she indicated 2. So
Mm.
she's actually cut down 2 shots. Of course, Abby still has one more bowl, and it's a rather open head. And she's just gone way too heavy. 1, 2, and a measure for the 3rd and 4th.
So this will be crucial because
Business
3 will make it
a tie
a
game.
draw.
4 will make
The Hong Kong team
there will be
yeah,
a change
will put them in the lead.
Oh. Looks like it's 4. So no change with Gil's last bowl, so it's a 4, and the lead has changed. So Hong Kong China now leads 5-4.
And we're now going to the last, no, 6 then.
Great bowl there by Abby. Great bowl.
So 5-4 after 5 ends, and now this is the start of the 6th end.
Slightly more high scoring in this end. The first set only had 9 shots scored.
Looks to be a good start from the Hong Kong lead and the toucher.
Great bowl. Great bowl. They needed that.
Michela's bowl seems to be a bit too wide, but it's coming in, so at least it will end up behind.
Ends up in a decent position.
The men's semi-finals are still going on. Not sure who's leading, but one ladies semi-finals has completed, and so Malaysia is in the final.
Michela adjusted her line, slightly better, but still missing the hit.
Edmund, is there an update on the semi-finals going on at Kallang?
No.
All games are still going on?
Yes.
I think this seems to be a better line, at least from our angle.
No, and it's swinging across.
Well, at least it's a second shot.
So other than the short bowl, a bit of a loose ends by both teams. The first bowl ended up as the best. Okay, I'm just asking Michela to stand closer to the side so that you don't block the camera.
I think the game between Malaysia and Hong Kong, the men's semi-final, seems to have ended. Either it's ended or they are going for a tie break. Oh no, it's ended.
Tokyo will look to reduce the damage here to give themselves a chance heading into the last end. And just
Good
fallen a bit short. 2 meter short.
All that shout was coming from the Philippines crowd. I think
Elmer.
the men's
Elmer.
team, I think the skip just did a wonderful shot.
Wolves keep struggling with their weight a bit here for now. Okay, I have some news coming in from Kallang. The live score has been updated on the website, so you guys can go and take a look as well. I will report it here. At Kallang, SCC has taken the first set 9-0 and against Janice Tan and Kualin of Singapore B, Mary Lim and Philo, I think. And they are playing the second set with SCC leading 5-3. Looking good for the finals. At the second ladies semi-finals, New Zealand has taken the first set 7-3. And the second set, Singapore A is leading 7-3. So 7-3, 3-7. That's ongoing. For the boys, Hariman and Isaac has taken the first set 7-3 against Hong Kong, Quinton Ip and Nixon, and also leading the second set 6-2. So Singapore A team looks in prime position to progress to the finals. Malaysia and India has drawn the first set. Muhammad Haikel and Ahmad has drawn the first set with India's Shion and Sanjo. And Malaysia is leading 6-0 in the second set. So back to the game. Hong Kong has claimed one and claiming for the second. And it looks like 2 from my position. So 2 it is. And
So
7-4. Hong Kong, China in prime position.
We're going to the last end now.
The Singapore girls in similar position as their counterparts, Singapore A team, needing a 4 to force a tie break. Both girls will look to try to play a perfect end and hope that the Hong Kong China girls will be other than themselves.
Right. Well, the Hong Kong men's team have beaten the Malaysian team, and they are in the finals.
Yep.
And the Philippines team has beaten the men's Philippines team has beaten the men's New Zealand team, and they are again in their second final.
Back to back. Back to back. Elmer.
Yep, back to back finals. And so
And
it'll be
James.
Philippines against Hong Kong in the men's final coming up.
Isn't that the
shortly.
repeat of the ends finals? It is.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. So it really shows the quality of their play and their players, the consistency.
So, we changed the discipline up for them. It didn't make a difference whatsoever.
Right. Hong Kong has started off well in this last end, first bowl of the last end.
Michaela looking to reach. And play a perfect
Okay,
ball.
she has started off great.
And the Singapore chance
If
remains alive.
exactly, if ever there's a time to show some heroics, now is it? On the international scene, competition. Oh, that's a good ball from the Hong Kong lead.
Just swinging
Very
across.
good position.
And Gail asking Michaela to add a mat weight so as to sit out Audrey's closest bowl. Just sweeping, and just falling slightly short. Not in the count. Damaging to the chances, given the very good first bowl. Audrey will look to try again.
Oh, 3 good balls from her actually. But this is slightly behind.
It's a measure for second. Singapore has not much of a luck with measuring so far, so I will take it that we are 1 up only.
Well, Michaela's third bowl has gone just behind, but it's in a good place because it's in between the bowls of the Hong Kong team. So
So the attempt was made to sit out
Yep.
the Hong Kong bowl,
But
right? So
unfortunately, just went behind. But it's in a good place because should the jack move, at least she's covered.
yeah, but they need 4.
That's right. But
It's
um,
a rock and a
well-
hard place now. That 4 that they gave was really damaging,
That's
despite
right.
Gil playing good bowls. But Abby was just irresistible at the
Yep.
end. Gil playing
Gale's
the
first
forehand.
ball of the last end seems to have gone a bit wide.
A strange choice for me, slightly. She's gone really heavy. No use for any back bowls. I think her intention would be to sit on the back bowls of Hong Kong, especially the one that is there's the second shot right now. Hong Kong has drawn to the back again, and the opportunity still is there. So
I'm not entirely sure why they have chosen to play the forehand. There must be a reason for it.
at that weight, she has to go a lot narrower.
Well,
She
it
did,
is
which she
looking
does.
good. Will it add? Looks good. Oops. Oh, that's a good ball.
And that's in the count.
Well,
Possibly.
probably that's the reason why she went forehand.
Hong Kong looks to draw in another second shot, and that will make their position safe. Gill has only one bowl left. If I'm her, I'll go out and take a look. Getting a bit tense here, given how this particular end has
This seems to be a good bowl coming from the Hong Kong skip. Whoa!
and look at that. The game is over essentially because of that bowl. Great bowl there by Abby.
Right.
She will be sufficiently happy with that, securing their slot in the finals. There's almost no chance right now that the Singapore team can get 4 due to that very, very wonderful shot by Abby. Some things that I can think about. Gill playing the backhand, going absolutely straight. Knocks off Abby's bowls, sits off the white bowl, and somehow managed to stay.
Given the position of the bowls,
Yeah,
it's going to be quite impossible.
Without and really without hitting away the orange bowl. So the orange bowl must stay if you go heavy enough. But nonetheless, the Singapore B team has put in a valiant effort.
That's right.
They have lost once in the sets format against the Hong Kong China team, and it looks like the result is going to be consistent. But how the game unfolded, how they lost that 4, simply to say that if you don't put in 2 second bowls, right, things like that will happen and you'll go multiple down.
That's right.
She's still opting to play the forehand. And she's white. That's not going to turn in.
Well, good try.
And Hong Kong are in the finals. Well done, Hong Kong, China. And Singapore secures bronze secure 2 bronzes in the girls under 25 sets disciplines.
Right.
And we will get ready for the finals that's upcoming. And that will be live streamed at 2 p.m. We will be featuring
Okay.
Malaysia, right?
That's right.
Hong Kong and Philippines. The men's finals.
That's the men's finals between men's finals between Hong Kong and the Philippines. Ladies
So
finals
a
will be between
repeat of the finals for the ends pairs.
and girls pairs will be played between Malaysia and Hong Kong. So we have come to the end of the sets.
Just a moment, let me update you guys about the scores over at Kallang. Not much of an update. Singapore, it's still the same as what I've reported earlier. Malaysia and India 6-6. This is for the boys, and Malaysia leading 6-2 in the second set. They have played 5 ends. For the other semi-finals, Singapore A has won Hong Kong. Won Hong Kong the first set 7-3, and leading Hong Kong 6-3 in the second set. Bear in mind that Singapore just needs a draw on the second set to progress to finals against the favourites from Hong Kong. Over at the ladies' side, Lian Poulsen and Robin Walker won Serena Tiong and Mei Lee first set 7-3, but they are trailing 3-8 on the second set, 4 ends played. SCC got the first set against Singapore B 9-0 and leading 7-3 in the second set against the pair of Janice and Eileen. So that is where we stand right now. Everybody can access the live score, so we will not stay online until the live scores are all updated, and we will see you guys at 2 p.m. Hopefully with better main commentator than me, right? Brad will, depending on the results at Kallang for the New Zealand ladies, may or may not come back to host the or commentate on the finals here, and we are signing off. Thank you, team.
Signing off. Thank you all.